Hello, Jade. Did you know that I've already gotten engaged and will be getting married to my man very soon? Make sure to celebrate for me, please, so that I don't feel too sad.
Wow! Congratulations, Eloise!
Thank you so much. Can you make sure to tell my older brother that I've gotten engaged as well? I want to make sure that he knows so that one day he doesn't come after me for not saying anything.
And you want me to tell him for you? This is something you're happy about, so you should tell him in person yourself, right?
But that guy is always so annoying, so I don't really want to talk to him about it. Ever since we both were young, he'd always be a jerk about anything I'd bring up. And so I'm sure that if I brought up my engagement, he'd start trying to tell me all sorts of things that I should be aware of when it comes to marriage.
You think so?
Yeah, telling me to make sure that I don't do anything to upset my fiancé, or telling me to become even more mature now that I'm going to be someone's wife. All that crap, you know? He's even more annoying than my own parents are. And that's saying something.
I think that he's just worried about you, Eloise. I don't think any of what he'd have to say would be done in spite. If anything, I think he's always trying to make sure his little sister will live life without any regrets.
Well, no matter what he tells me, I wouldn't really care. But I just don't want to listen to him go on, or else he'll kill my mood. That's why I'd like you to talk to him about me getting engaged, okay?
Alright, I'll let him know. Is your fiancé the man that's been working at the brokerage firm? He seemed like a pretty nice guy the last time you told me about him.
Hold on, who are you talking about? I broke up with that guy a while ago. Like years ago, actually.
Is that so? I guess the last time I spoke to you about your dating life was a long time ago, huh?
It was a very long time ago. That guy was maybe 5 guys ago or so. I totally didn't even remember who you were talking about for a second there.
You've had that many boyfriends since then? You really are an incredible girl, I guess.
I just wanted to try out all different types of men. If I don't have a chance to test around, I'll never be able to know what kind of man I'm willing to marry. But having them all around has made for some good backup in my reserves.
Backups?
Just in case anything happens. Wouldn't want to have a breakup or divorce without having someone to fall back on now, would I?
I hope that doesn't mean you're cheating at all right now, right?
Well, for a while, I had been dating around with a couple different guys at the same time. I had wanted to get married before I turned 30, so I had to speed things up by going out with so many men at once. And since most of those men didn't want marriage, I thought it'd be okay to at least keep dating while going out with new men. That way, I always felt like I had at least someone around in case I couldn't find a husband.
I guess you really have some strict standards then, huh?
Well, they have to have a good salary, and I want them to have a good enough job that we never have to worry about them losing it in the future. I also like to stick around and see if they plan to be a family man or not. Can't be marrying a man that doesn't like his wife and plans to have no kids. And lastly, whether the family they come from has money as well.
You even care about the money their family might have?
Well, if the family happens to be poor, then there's no meaning to the money that my future husband would have. They'd end up taking money away from him all the time, and him and I would become poor as well. I didn't want to help out the rest of his family with problems that aren't our own. I plan to buy a lot of things, and go overseas a lot, and if the family needs our money, my dreams will never come true.
I see. So, I suppose that the man you've got engaged with has passed all those standards?
That's right. He's a doctor at a university hospital nearby. And both of his parents are also doctors, and his dad happens to run a hospital and a few small clinics in the area. And his dad also has a lot of properties, meaning that his bank account must be stacked.
That's pretty amazing to hear. A very wealthy family then, huh? Must be nice knowing that they can take care of themselves then.
And my man's face is super handsome. It's narrow yet very well chiseled, and he has some very broad shoulders on him that I love to hold on to. He's the best man I could have even asked for, and so it's perfect that he's asked for my hand in marriage.
But there are other reasons why you chose him, right? Not just for his money or looks, right? What else do you love about him?
The only reason I love him is for his money.
But you're planning to marry him because you love him, right?
Well, I suppose so, yeah.
You suppose so?
I do love him a lot. He's an amazing man with a lot of success ahead of him. And when his parents eventually pass away, him and I will get a lot of money from them. That means we can use all of that money on anything we want. So I love him and his money, actually. I look forward to our future together.
That sort of seems a little bit suspicious, though.
But I'm being honest about the reasons I love him. Being married to him will eventually make me a celebrity myself. And I put a lot of effort into making a man like him fall in love with me.
Well, I guess that's all great to hear. So, tell me, how did you end up roping a man of his status in?
He was the hardest man for me to get. His family is very strict about things like being good people and helping others, and they passed that on to him. So I went ahead and did some volunteering and made myself look just perfect for him. And I only did that to impress him because I'd never volunteer for any other reason.
You went and volunteered somewhere?
I went to a rescue pound, and there I went and took care of a lot of dying dogs and such. They were all barking loud, and most of them smelled like poop. It was the worst.
I have to bring this up, but you don't seem like the kind of person to like volunteering, right?
Yeah, I freaking hate doing it. Working any job for free is the stupidest thing anyone could do to themselves. And so in the end, I had to quit helping at that place.
I see. I guess you do have the choice to quit volunteering whenever you'd like.
I just made some other people take over for me and left. But I did make an effort to volunteer, and so that was enough for me. Just being there to put a little time in is all that mattered in the end.
I see what you mean.
The most important thing is that I got him to respect me, and now he's mine.
So, I guess, when are you guys planning to have your wedding, if you're going to have one? You seem to have a lot of money to work with now, so I'm sure that the wedding is going to be gorgeous.
Oh, we'll make sure that this wedding is like something out of a princess movie. Right now, we're planning on having the wedding in a year. We were able to put in a reservation at a place that has an amazing view over the ocean.
So in another year then. I'm looking forward to it.
Having a whole year to prepare for it will make sure that we have everything in order and that the wedding goes perfectly for the two of us. And even he wants to make sure that this wedding goes as smooth as possible so that he can impress everyone. I really do have to make sure that this wedding shows everyone that I have truly succeeded.
That sounds like it will be a great time preparing for it.
Of course we will. And I'm hoping that most of this wedding won't cost my man and I much at all. We'll make sure that those attending gives us lots of money to make it happen. And don't forget that we'll be having an after party. Do you plan on coming, Jade?
I suppose I'll have to say no to that. I have a daughter of my own now, and she's young and needs to be cared for as well.
Are you sure? Well, at least having you all at the wedding will still make me happy. I hope you're really looking forward to this.
I'm sorry, Eloise. I don't think that we'll be able to make it to your wedding now.
What? Why not?
My daughter just got into an accident.
An accident?
As she was walking around this morning with me, she got hit by a bicyclist. Right now, we're on our way to the hospital with her.
Oh, come on now. She was only hit by a bike. There's nothing serious about that. I thought you meant she was run over by a semi or something more terrifying.
But she got hit in the head really hard, and at the moment she still hasn't come back to reality fully. We're going to get her examined right now, so there's no time for us to come to her wedding today.
Hold on a minute, Jade. Are you seriously saying that you're going to cancel coming to my wedding after it took me a year to prepare it?
I'm very sorry, Eloise. Your brother and I were really looking forward to it. But with what just happened to her daughter, there's just no way we'll be able to make it in time.
Well, then go and drop her off at the hospital and you to come here. Just have the doctors fix her up while you're both here celebrating my perfect day.
There's no reason for me to leave my baby girl here while she's this hurt. Right now, my husband is calling your parents about this. Us not coming there isn't going to be a problem for your wedding, right? I mean, it shouldn't change anything for you.
But it really will, though. You guys have to be here to help out with the wedding.
What rules?
While everyone's being seated, I was going to have the two of you help guide people.
I never heard you ask that from us, though.
Why wouldn't you guys do that for me? I just wanted to make it a surprise for you both. I was going to have you guys do it like a performance so that everyone could enjoy the perfection. But now that you guys say you're not coming, I'm screwed. Don't you dare ruin my special day for me.
You have a good point. I really don't want to do that to you, but I'm sorry, Eloise.
If you want to apologize to me, then do it by coming here right now.
I cannot do that now. I'm far too worried about the state of my daughter.
Why would you guys do this to me? What made you all think it was a good idea to get into an accident?
I'm sorry, but the timing for this wasn't something we could control. I really do feel bad for ruining the mood for you right now.
Don't freaking say crap like that to me. God dang it. Just because of this, you're going to make me hate you. You think you're good parents, yet you took your eyes off of her. Now she's hurt because you couldn't do your dang job. If you can't take care of a simple girl, then maybe you shouldn't have any more kids.
Calm down a bit, Eloise. I understand that we may have to put a small dent in your plans, but us all not being there shouldn't end up ruining your whole wedding today, right?
Well, I'm the kind of person that wants everything to be perfect. I need everything to be perfect. So if things can't happen just the way I planned, then I'll never forgive whoever ruined them. Do you two really feel like it's the right choice to ruin the wedding that I spent a whole year preparing for?
Eloise, I'm asking you to please understand me. Right now is an emergency for our family. When something happens to our daughter that's this serious, we don't have the ability to abandon her.
I don't give a crap about what kind of situation you're all in.
What?
I'm the one that's put all my effort into this wedding, so you need to respect and celebrate me. Don't tell me you're going to turn me away for some little hurt girl. This is what happens when you don't take care of your little girl. So now just leave her at the hospital and come here.
The bicyclist wasn't paying any attention to the path and ran into her. My daughter is a victim in all of this.
The only victim right now is me. Not having my older brother and his wife come today is messed up big time. Don't you freaking dare cause me to become an embarrassment.
I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm sure that if you explain all of this to your husband and his parents, they'd all understand our situation.
I don't want my in-laws to think I'm the kind of daughter-in-law that would allow an event to be ruined over some hurt little girl. I can't deal with this, Jade. You're going to ruin everything for me over some little idiot child. This is going to be the worst day of my life. You guys would have had her on a leash or something while walking around.
You stop saying things like that right now. I really do feel bad for what's happened, but I never remember it being okay for you to start talking like this about my family.
All I'm doing is telling you the truth, though. Canceling on the day of my wedding is the stupidest thing you guys could do to me.
Even my husband is becoming upset by you, Eloise.
And so what? The both of you are a bunch of losers.
Is your wedding really that important to you? Is it really more important than the life of a little child?
Even if by a little, it's still more important than her.
I can't believe this. Just understand that we are not coming today. So give up on trying to be a monster towards us.
The rehearsal for the wedding will begin in another hour. You're going to have to meet all of my husband's family, so hurry up and get over here.
What are you talking about? Did I not just tell you that we are not coming today?
And I said that your daughter being hurt has nothing to do with my wedding. It's that brat's fault in the first place for getting in an accident.
You're going to keep blaming my daughter for this? It's not her fault that the bicyclist was looking at his phone while riding and then hitting her.
Well, that brat deserved to get hit by a bike. Now leave her there and come to my wedding. She's not even awake right now, right? So you both don't even need to be there for her. And even if she were to pass away right now, I wouldn't forgive you for staying out of the wedding.
You really are being cruel right now. Which is wild because your husband is right next to us and he's put off by what you said.
My brother is your husband, right?
No, I'm talking about your husband right now, Eloise. Of course my husband is right next to me as well, but so is your husband.
What are you talking about? There's no way he'd be there with you guys. He was just here with me a little bit ago before he had to start doing my makeup.
Well, he was just asked to come in by the hospital.
They called him in? You're lying, right?
Can't say no when he's on call. And the hospital is only 15 minutes away from your guys' wedding by car.
Huh? We were just about to get things started here and you went back there?
I don't think you understand what's about to happen. Your husband just saw the text you've been sending to me about my daughter. You must have always faked being the nice girl in front of his face, right?
You're wrong. This is all a huge misunderstanding.
What about this is a misunderstanding? You're just going on about how us canceling our spot in the wedding due to our daughter getting hurt is unforgivable, right? You even told me that your wedding is more important than my daughter's life.
Well, that was just me saying random crap.
Right now, your husband is really shocked by all of this. He's the kind of man that sacrifices anything for others' lives. And so seeing you say the opposite about someone's life has really put him in a mood.
You're just trying to make me look bad. Who would think that I was being that mean to your daughter? You? My brother?
Right now's not the time to worry about what we think of you. You should be more worried about whether your husband is still going to go through with respecting you as his wife. In other words, I think you may have just pissed off your husband a lot.
But I put in so much effort to make sure that him and I are married and happy.
All I heard was you trying to volunteer for a bit, even though you hate volunteering. But in the end, you just ended up forcing your work onto others and going home.
Don't say that right now.
And we made sure to talk about why you only chose your husband for his money and his family's money. You said that when his parents passed away, you take their money and use it for whatever you both liked, correct? You said to me you looked forward to that the most.
Why are you saying all of that right now? I never said anything like that. Stop trying to make me look bad.
I'm not the one making you look bad, though. I have all those things right here in the text messages to show to your husband.
Stop trying to do all those useless things.
For a long time, I always thought you were in a pain in our butts. But I never planned on doing anything about it, and never was going to talk to your husband about you either. There's no reason for me to be telling him something you guys need to figure out. But today, you show me that you're a little too ungrateful and selfish. Your husband is going to start heading back to the wedding now. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens now.
Now everything's starting to fall apart. This is all because of you two, you know.
Blame us all you want, Eloise. But whatever has happened since your husband went back to you both, we have no clue about.
He has told everyone that he's canceling the wedding.
Well, that seems like a fair move by him. After learning about the real Eloise, he must have had a change of heart for you.
And that's because you both made me look bad in front of him.
You're the one that made yourself look bad in front of us. And since your husband came here to help us, we decided to help him out in return. We mentioned to him that if his wife has turned out to be this bad, life living together with her will only become worse.
What the hell were you both thinking? I'd only just gotten close to everyone in his family, and now his parents are saying they no longer want to be near me.
Seems that his parents has learned about the real you as well, huh? But are you guys going to actually be able to cancel that wedding today?
Well, now we're going to have to because of you guys. I had asked his parents and mine if we could just go ahead with the wedding, but he won't let me have it now due to you guys.
Well, he has the right to ask for it to be over.
He said that if he has to marry a witch like me, his family's name will be stained. What does he mean by stained?
When he says he's strained, I think he means he's strained. Everything he knew about you turned out to be false, and he doesn't even know if you love him for the right reasons anymore. And when you look at it from his parents' point of view, they all see you as a threat to their family's legacy and wealth.
Who's a threat to their family's wealth? Everybody happens to lie a little to get a man to marry them, right? Him thinking that I've done anything wrong today is him being overdramatic.
True. Most people do tend to lie about few things at first when they like someone. But in your case, you lied about everything to him. I don't think you're going to be able to change the man you forced him to be now. So can you just give up?
Don't say that like it's been so easy for me too. I put all of my life into this wedding, so there's no way I'll give up on it.
Then maybe try forcing the wedding to go on. Your husband isn't into it anymore, so the whole time, it'll feel like hell in there. But if you like the feeling of everyone's disdain for you, then go right ahead and have that wedding. Yeah, I'm sure that a wedding like that will never actually work out.
Stop making fun of me!
I don't think this is the time for you to be making fun of everyone else by still trying to fight them on canceling the wedding. If you really wanted to hide the truth about the horrible person you really are, then you should have made sure to hide yourself from everyone. From there, Eloise tried her best to get her husband to understand her and have the wedding, but nothing changed his mind. Her husband ended up taking care of the wedding's cancellation fees, as well as make sure to make an apology to all those that attended. But he was able to get his way, and the wedding had officially been canceled. However, when he was apologizing to everyone that gave their time to be there, he wasted no time making sure to tell them all about the awful person that was Eloise, causing her to have to just stand there in huge embarrassment. This was something that was learned after all that had happened, but Eloise happened to have some major debt. It seemed that while she was searching for a perfect man, she had spent a lot of money, and I mean a lot of it. She spent it on going to get manicures, salons, plastic surgery, and much more to make herself the most standout woman for the man she was going after, and that cost her a pretty penny to do. I'm sure she did all that expecting the man she married to pay all the debt off for her in the end, but since things ended up the way they did, she's now stuck with a lot of debt to pay off and no money at all. When it comes to my daughter, she was able to wake up from her slight coma after the accident, and we were able to take her home. There was only a slight concussion, surprisingly, and so there was no damage done to her brain. Having her recover as well as she did has really been a relief to me. After everything, I've never heard anything from Eloise, and I haven't even seen her anymore. And that's the way I'd like things to be for the rest of our lives.
Kevin, you there? I really need to talk to you about something.
Huh? What is it, sis?
I just went to my mom's place. She was working her butt off, cleaning the house. She looked so tired.
So?
What do you mean, so? Surely you know that's no good. The main reason you and Carla moved in with her in the first place was because her legs are getting worse. You said you'd take care of everything around the house. Where are you both? What are you doing?
Watch it, Allie. Just because we moved in with Mom doesn't mean my wife has to do all the housework.
I'm not saying she has to do it all. But Mom's been cleaning the house, doing the laundry and preparing all the meals since this morning. I just took her to the supermarket because she said she had some shopping to do. Don't you think you guys might be relying on Mom a little too much?
Mom's doing all that stuff because she wants to. What would you have her do? Sit around doing nothing all day? That's when dementia starts creeping in, you know that?
Still, does that justify leaving absolutely everything to her? What's wrong with splitting the responsibilities?
Now you listen, and you listen good, Allie. You need to remember that me and Carla are the ones who live with Mom, not you. I don't need to hear you preaching at me. You lost the right to an opinion when you moved out.
I have the right to an opinion as her daughter. Mom was never particularly enthusiastic about the idea of you two moving in with her in the first place. The only reason you did is because you practically forced your way in on the pretext you'd take care of everything around the house. Don't you think you're failing to live up to your promise if Mom's rushing around like a headless chicken trying to keep on top of it all?
Today's an exception. We do it most of the time.
You say that, but it was just like this the last time I visited too. Besides, it's Independence Day today, so I know neither of you are at work. Even if Carla's not around, what reason do you have for not helping out around the house? There's no way Mom should be as rushed off her feet as she is right now.
God, you're annoying. If I can't do what I want on Independence Day, when can I?
I wouldn't mind if it really was just today, but it's not, is it? If you're gonna treat Mom like your live-in maid, then she should move in with me instead.
Huh? Why should you get to have her? I'm the eldest son, which means it's my responsibility to look after her.
If you actually lived up to your responsibilities, I wouldn't have to intervene. Besides, I don't think you being the eldest son has anything to do with it.
You moved out when you got married. You have your own place now. How the hell is mom gonna live with you? What would your husband think? I bet his family would be angry too.
Interesting. You're suddenly an expert on my husband and his family, are you? It just so happens that my husband said he'd be fine with her moving in. And his family aren't the kind of people to get angry over something so trivial.
I think I get it now. Are you after the house?
Excuse me?
Bullseye. I remember you telling me you and your husband are renting. I get it now. You want to get your grubby mitts on this house.
Why would you even say that? I have no interest in the house. Me and my husband are fine as we are. Besides, it seems like Mom wants to sell it.
Sell it? No way. Maybe before me and Carla moved in. She'd never sell it with us living here. We'd be homeless. This house has been in the family for generations. It's better for us that we live somewhere full of good memories that we're all familiar with. Anyway, what makes you think Mom wants to sell it? Did she say something?
Well, it's not that she said anything.
Quit making baseless assumptions and sticking your nose into our business then.
You think I like getting involved in your crap, Kevin? There was no way I couldn't say anything after seeing how rushed off her feet Mom was earlier. She's too nice to say anything or complain about it, but I could tell she was stressed out. This is the last thing she needs on top of seeing her surgeon and physiotherapist every week. Would it really hurt to pull your finger out and do a little bit more?
How many times do I gotta tell you? We're already helping. Quit getting all high and mighty about stuff you have no idea about. I know how to be nice to my mom without having you preach to me.
Are you really being nice to her, though? Are you, Kevin? Because from what I heard, you still haven't contributed a single cent to the household expenses since you moved in. Mom's been bearing the entire burden of having you guys live with her.
Me and Carla have our own expenses to think about. It costs money to look after Mom. Why should we have to cover the household expenses on top of that?
Jesus, Kevin, you're putting in the absolute bare minimum. Would it hurt so much to pay your way?
If Mom had a problem with it, she'd tell us. We're all just fine. Mom's a grown woman, and she doesn't need little Miss Perfect preaching at me on her behalf. I don't need to hear this crap from you, so just give it a rest already. I'm busy, so quit your whining and leave me alone.
Kevin, where's Mom?
Huh? Mom? Why'd you ask?
When I went to the house just now, your wife told me Mom is gone and she's never coming back.
Carla told you then?
What the hell is going on?
We broke things off with Mom this morning.
You did what? How would you do that? What does breaking things off even mean?
Me and Carla got sick and tired of looking after her. Do we look like staff at an old folks' home?
You're the ones who moved in with her on the condition you do precisely that. What the hell are you playing at? Besides, she was the one who was helping you out by letting you stay there at all. You would have had nowhere to go if not for Mom's kindness.
Nope, this is all Mom's fault. She refused to give us any more money. I lost my shit, took her bank card, and told her to get the hell out.
You did what? What the hell's gone into you, Kevin? This is an unacceptable way to treat your mother. You need to fix this, now. Call her and say you're sorry.
It's cool. She doesn't have any money, so she'll have to come back soon. Oh, actually, scratch that. I told her never to come back or contact us ever again. Oops, what should I do, LOL?
This is no laughing matter. I keep trying to call Mom, but she won't pick up. She could be anywhere by now.
Jeez, Allie. She's a grown woman, not a little kid. Chill out, would ya?
If I'd have known this was gonna happen, I'd have dragged her to my place by force. Why didn't you tell me as soon as you'd kicked her out? Did you forget I said I'd take her in?
You're nothing but a pain in my ass when you get involved in things. I like to keep my engagement with you to a bare minimum. Think about it. All you do is try and paint me and Carla as villains. Why would we want anything to do with you? You're bad news. I really wish my annoying pain-in-the-ass sister was here sticking her nose into my business and criticizing me right now. Said no one ever. Basically, you need to keep your meddling ass away from us. As far away from this house as humanly possible. Carla said just the sight of your face alone is enough to stress her out. So for both our sakes, stay the hell away. Okay? Great.
How can I not get involved when you act the way you do?
You know what? I'm on a mission to cut all the toxic people out of my life. And you're next in line. With Mom gone, the house belongs to me now. There's no reason for me to carry on any kind of relationship with you.
Wow, Kevin. You're not worried about Mom in the slightest.
Didn't I tell you to give it a rest? She can take care of herself. Well, I guess this is it. Thanks for being such a meddling busybody all the time. It's been a real pleasure. Not. We're strangers now, so if you come anywhere near us or the house, I'll consider myself to be in self-defense situation and call the cops.
Hello there, Allie dear. How are you? Oh, I'm terribly sorry I missed your calls. I haven't checked my phone all day.
Mom? Where are you right now?
Allie, I want you to know that I'm fine. Please, calm down, dear. I take it you've heard from Kevin that I left the house.
Yes, when I went over earlier, Carla told me you were gone. Then when I messaged Kevin, he said they broke off all ties with you and that you'd left the house and were never coming back.
I wonder where I went wrong with that boy for him to end up this way. I thought I raised you both with the same amount of love, care, and affection.
Why did you give my brother the house and all of your savings? You let him and his wife get away with everything. If anyone was gonna pack their things and leave, it should have been him and Carla, not you. This is all backwards.
Don't worry, dear. Those idiots don't have a clue what's about to happen. Something tells me the situation will have taken care of itself before long.
Huh? What does that mean? Didn't he take your bank cards and put his name on the deed to the house?
Don't be silly, dear. He didn't change the name on the deed. It's still very much my house. Nothing has changed in that regard.
Really? But he did steal your bank cards, right?
He might have stolen some cards, but none of them have anything to do with my bank. Allie, he has my library and gym cards.
Huh? Your library and gym cards?
I had them both stashed away in my little credit card holder. Which is why someone taking them without checking properly might be forgiven for thinking they had access to my savings. Him and Carla are in for a nasty little surprise when they try taking any money out of those things.
So you mean the cards he took are completely useless to him and he has no way of accessing your money?
Exactly. Not only that, but my gym membership ran out last month, and I get a new library card printed as soon as I go there next. So, even they'll be useless to them. They're in for a surprise of a lifetime when they get to the bank.
Wow, I see. But still, what about the house? Even if the name on the deed is still yours, you still left, and now they have no place to themselves. Doesn't that technically make you homeless now? Wanna come to my place? My husband's more than happy to have you here, and of course I am.
You and your husband are so sweet, dear. I'm lucky to have you both.
Well, you could have lived with us from the get-go, remember? But you said you didn't want to inconvenience us and turned down the offer. I know the idea might make you a little uncomfortable, but I promise you we don't mind at all. In fact, we'd be happy to have you. In any case, anything's gotta be better than living with my brother and his wife. Me and my husband actually do things around the house, so you'll be able to relax and put your feet up for once. Won't you at least think about it?
You're so thoughtful, dear. Thank you. In that case, there is something I'd like to ask you. Would you let me stay with you? At least until I find an old folks' home to stay in.
Of course. There's nothing I'd like more. We'd love to have you.
And how would you feel about moving someplace else?
Like moving house? Now that you mention it, our place is a little on the cramped side. But we still have a spare bedroom. Sure, we might bump into each other in the kitchen every now and then, but I don't think it'd be that bad.
Listen, sweetie. Thing is, I've been thinking of buying an apartment. I was thinking of getting a place me, you, and Paul could live in together. What do you say?
Allie, where's Mom?
What do you want?
Answer my question. If you know where Mom is, you need to hurry up and tell me.
Why?
It's the cards I took from her. I thought they were bank cards, but they're not. These things are useless to me. Turns out it's our freaking gym and library cards. Plus, I'm trying to get the name on the deed to the house changed to mine. But I need Mom's identity verification documents.
Huh. Serves you right for taking them without her permission.
If I just knew where Mom was, all my problems would be solved instantly. So if you know where she is, hurry up and tell me. I know you two are still in contact.
Mom's never going back to the house.
I see. So that must mean she's at your place?
Nope.
Yeah, I know you know where she is. Stop playing games and tell me. I'm sat out front on your lawn, and I'm not moving until you come out and tell me where she is.
Do as you please. It's not my problem. I'll just call the police.
The police? You'd call the police on your own brother?
You're the one who said you were breaking off all ties with me. I think of you as a stranger now, just like you told me to.
Allie, you should know the real reason I kicked Mom out. I did it for you.
For me?
Let's face it, she's not getting any younger, and her legs are only going to get worse from here on out. Eventually, she won't be able to walk at all, and she'll need round-the-clock care. But me and you have our own lives to live. We don't have the time or money to afford to be carers 24/7. What use to us is some old-age pensioner who can't even walk? She'd be nothing but a burden. So I did what I had to do before it got to that point. For our futures.
You've got some nerve to speak like that about the woman who gave birth to you and raised you. She'd go to the ends of the earth for you, and this is how you repay her? I could never do that to her. From where I'm standing, it looked like the only reason you kicked her out was to get your hands on her savings and the house. Which part of that had anything to do with me? You did it all for yourselves. You're only saying this now because it backfired and you want me to help you. I'm sure if I did, you wouldn't hesitate to stab me in the back the moment I'd served my purpose, because that's the kind of person you are.
Just tell me where Mom is.
Like I told you, I'm not telling you anything.
Allie, please. Listen, you should know that me and Carla had our reasons for kicking Mom out. Legitimate reasons.
There's no legitimate reason for kicking your mother out of her own house.
I'm in debt.
I see.
That's why I need money. I need to talk to Mom. I kept it as a secret until now, but I'm gonna tell her everything. Then, hopefully she'll be willing to help out. I need money. Bad. That's why I need to talk to her. Help me out. Sis. Please.
Here's a message from Mom. You kicked me out of my house. You're not my problem anymore.
Aha! I knew it! So you are with her. Busted!
It doesn't change anything. You're wasting your time if you really are sat on our lawn. We're moving houses together today.
Where to? Tell me right now. I'll be there ASAP.
You must be kidding. You're the last person I'd tell. You tried stealing Mom's bank cards so you could raid her savings and kicked her out of her own house. Are you even aware of what a piece of crap you are? None of us would lose a moment's sleep if we never saw you again.
I told you, Allie. Please, you have to believe me. I'm in debt. I had no choice.
Stop lying. You and that gold-digging wife of yours just wanted her house and money all to yourselves. To think she's so kind, she even let you live with her despite the fact you pretty much forced your way in. Maybe if you'd have been upfront with her from the get-go, she would have lent you some money. But now, after everything you did, you must be stupid if you think she'd give you anything.
I'll never do anything like that to her again. I swear. I'll be the best son she could ever hope for. I'll get Carla to do all the housework. Please, just tell Mom I want her to come home now. I'll even get Carla to cook her some lunch.
You think lunch is gonna get you out of this? No matter what you say, it's not happening. Anyway, we're all gonna be living together in our brand new apartment soon.
What? You mean with you and your husband? Why do you get to have Mom?
First of all, we don't get to have her because she's a human being and not a piece of property. Secondly, what the hell does it have to do with you? You cut us all out of your lives.
I was only joking. As if I'd say that for real.
Right, of course you were, Kevin. In any case, we don't want anything to do with you either. As for the house you and Carla are living in, you know, the one that doesn't belong to you, Mom just put it up for sale.
She did what?
You weren't able to change the name on the deed in the end, were you? Me and Paul took Mom to the realtors the other day and helped her with the sale procedures. It's up on the market now, and we're already in talks with a few prospective buyers. You need to be out by next month.
What are you talking about? We live here!
So what? It's not your house. When the owner says you get out, you get out.
Is this a bluff? It must be. If it's up on the market, why hasn't anyone been over to appraise it? Busted!
She had it appraised ages ago. This isn't something she just decided to do on a whim, you know. She's been thinking of selling it for a long time now. She had someone over to appraise it when you and Carla were out for a day.
Fine. If we have to leave, give us the money for a new place. Surely that's the least you can do.
You must be joking. Why would you give you any money when you forced your way in there in the first place? None of us, and especially not Mom, have any responsibility to look after you or your wife. You made your bed, now lie in it. Maybe things would be different if you'd actually done anything for her, you know, like helped out around the house like you promised to. But you didn't, did you? It's always nothing but take with you.
God damn it! I need to see Mom. Let me apologize to her.
She never wants to see you again.
Oh man, I really screwed up, didn't I? Can you tell her I'm really sorry? I'm filled with nothing but regret, shame, and disgust with myself. Carla too. Mom deserved better. I'm sorry. We took advantage of her.
I'm glad you finally admit it. But it's too late now. Too little, too late. You're only nice to us when you want something. The rest of the time, you're as vile and unpleasant as could be. That goes for your wife, too. You in the right mind would want anything to do with people like you.
Damn it, I really screwed up. I'm begging you, Allie. Help me out here, sis. I'm never gonna be able to pay off my debts at this rate. and we sure as hell can't afford to move house.
You have another month before you have to be out. I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out between yourselves. If you're so desperate for cash, why doesn't Carla find a job?
How can she find a job when she can't even do housework?
Oh, that's strange. I could have sworn you just said Carla would do all the housework if Mom came back. That was a lie too, huh? What a surprise. You can stop messaging me now.
Allie, please. Don't be so cold. We are in serious trouble here. I owe you an apology too, sis. If Mom never wants to see me again, won't you at least help me? Anything will do. It doesn't matter how small. Please?
You said it yourself, Kevin. Me and you are strangers now. You've got some nerve to come begging for help when you're the one who told me to stay away from you. You said we were strangers and threatened to call the cops on me if I ever came anywhere near you. All I'm doing is following your orders. We're not family anymore, so there's nothing you can say to change my mind. Goodbye. Kevin and his wife showed up at mine and my husband's house after that, but the door was firmly locked, and we made sure it stayed that way. They soon disappeared when we threatened to call the cops. Then, after biding our time until the terrible two weren't around, we called the removal company and moved in with Mom in her new apartment at lightning speed. Of course, we blocked Kevin and Carla so they could never bother us again, and thankfully, we haven't heard from them since. The real estate company we sold the house with happened to be owned by a friend of my mom's. When he sent one of his guys over to check on the place, it turned out Kevin and Carla had left before their period of notice. There were some things left behind, such as my mom's belongings and the household appliances. We hired a handyman to promptly deal with them so we could go ahead with the sale ASAP. A few months after selling the house, I got a message from my cousin saying he saw my brother in the rough part of town. Gaunt and emaciated, Kevin had been seen going into a brothel for male prostitutes. My cousin was just passing by in the car, but when he and Kevin locked eyes, he ran over and started banging on the window begging for money. When my cousin rolled the window down, Kevin told him about how Claire had fallen ill and was in the hospital, and between the medical bills and debt repayments, he now had no choice but to work day and night and hadn't had a day off in months. Normally, you'd want to help your family out if they fell on hard times like this. But this is Kevin we're talking about, and he isn't normal, nor do we consider him family anymore. Needless to say, neither me or my mom have any ounce of sympathy for him. There's no doubt about it, their lives are a train wreck. But that's not our problem, because it's all their fault. Me and Paul are currently enjoying our new lives together, living with my mom in the fancy new apartment she bought. I feel blessed to have the opportunity to live with my mom again. She really is the loveliest, warmest, kindest person I've ever met. I'm super grateful to Paul too. Not every husband would agree so readily to living with their mother-in-law, but he's been amazing from start to finish. Me and him are gonna make up for all the suffering my brother caused her by making her feel as happy and loved as we possibly can. My mom's no spring chicken, and I don't know exactly how long we have left together, but one thing's for sure, I plan on making the most of every day as if it's our last. Let's make some amazing memories. Here's to the future. Let's hope it's a long one. Hey, Kayla. Long time no speak. My New Year's gift arrived.
Hey, Rachel. No kidding, it's been ages. My present came? That's great. I'm pleased it came before the new year.
Cutting it a bit fine, aren't we? You really are a disorganized sloth of a woman.
Sorry. Work always gets crazy towards the end of the year. I barely even get time to think these days.
You don't have to mince your words with me, dear. I know that's just code speak for my mother-in-law is low on my list of priorities. It's okay, I'm only the mother of your husband. Why should you make any effort for me? Tell me, Kayla, do you really think you could afford to be this slovenly when you have a little girl in elementary school to think about?
I can't claim to be perfect, but I'm doing my best in my own way.
You say that, but you rely on my son for practically everything. Don't get carried away just because you make a lot of money. You probably thought you could keep me quiet by buying me an expensive New Year's gift. Luxury steaks? I mean, really? Who buys anyone luxury steaks for New Year's? You put a real damper on my mood with that junk. You know, what disappoints me the most is that you clearly didn't put any thought into my present at all.
You don't like them? But Todd told me you love steak, and they're some of the best money you can buy. I thought you'd be pleased. Are they really that bad?
I suppose I'll eat them because they're free, but once they're gone, they're gone. What's the sentimental value in that? Next time, make sure you send me something I can keep, or even better, something I actually want.
I can do that. What do you want? It'd be cool if you gave me a few examples for future reference.
Let me think. What do I want? I saw this massage chair on the shopping channel the other day that looked amazing. You can probably afford it since you work so many hours you've almost completely sacrificed anything resembling a family life.
I haven't sacrificed my family life. And please, I think a massage chair is a little excessive for a New Year's gift.
It was just an example. Can't an old dear even fantasize about a luxury massage chair these days without being shot down? Goodness me, why does everything have to be so serious with you? You're so dry, you have the same sense of humor as a bag of turnips.
Sorry.
Anyway, what will you be doing for New Year's? Are you coming here?
Yeah, me and Todd were thinking of stopping by with Elsa. What do you think?
Do as you please. I can't guarantee you'll have anywhere to sit, though. You see, my daughter's coming with her whole family. On top of you, Todd, and Elsa, I can see things getting cramped. We hardly have the biggest living room.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, don't sweat it. I don't want to make things difficult for you, so I'll give it a miss this time. I know how stressful it can be hosting that many people, so if me not being there for you lightens the burden, then I don't mind not coming.
Really? Are you sure? I feel terrible. You're going to spend New Year's all on your lonesome like that loser in the corner of the classroom who no one wants to speak to. Just kidding, darling. Now that you mention it, I do think things are better this way. After all, New Year's is a time for family. You should stay out of our way and relax at home instead. You must be tired from work. I'm sure you could use the rest.
You're not wrong. Okay, well, it's settled then. Todd and Elsa will come to the celebrations without me, and I'll put my feet up on the sofa with a good book and a hot chocolate.
Excellent. It's been so long since we had the whole family together. I'll have to pull out all the stops and make it one to remember. Oh, we're going to have such a good time, I can hardly wait. Oh, just because you're not coming doesn't mean my Todd gets out of getting his mother a gift. Make sure he brings me something nice, okay, dear? We wouldn't want to set a bad example in front of little Elsa now, would we? She needs to understand the importance of respecting her elders.
Of course, I'll get some of your favorite candy ready for them to bring.
Make it quick. Everything shuts early on New Year's Eve, and everything's shut down on New Year's Day, so there's no time to waste. I want an extravagant selection of my favorite handmade chocolates fit for a queen.
Happy New Year, Rachel!
How disappointing. It's already January 2nd. You're a day late, but Happy New Year, I suppose.
Sure, but it's still early days.
Kayla, you are my daughter-in-law and my son's wife. You have a duty to pay me the proper respects by wishing me Happy New Year's on New Year's Day like a decent human being. Oh, what am I saying? How can I expect the likes of you to understand basic common sense? My time would be spent more productively speaking to a brick wall. Anyway, what do you want?
It's about Elsa's gift, or rather her lack of one. Why did you get presents for everyone except her?
Goodness gracious me, are you and my drama queen of a son still upset over that? I don't remember there being any law that says you have to get your granddaughter a New Year's gift. Besides, why should I have to spend my hard-earned money on a present for your brat? Wait a second. No way, did you want it for yourself? I bet you planned on confiscating it from her when you got home, didn't you? My God, you're petty.
Come on, Rachel, as if I'd want my daughter's gift for myself. We just don't like the idea of playing favorites and treating the girls unequally. You got Harriet a present, so why not Elsa? Not only that, but you gave Harriet hers right in front of her. How do you think that made her feel? Elsa thought she'd be getting something.
Not my problem. It's her own fault for expecting freebies and yours for raising her into an entitled little diva.
Jesus, Rachel, what the hell? My daughter is not entitled. What you did was horrible. Even if you didn't want to get her anything, did you really have to give Harriet her present right in front of her eyes? You could have at least waited and done it when she wasn't looking. Or given it to Fiona so she could have given it to her after they got home.
You ignored my question, so allow me to repeat myself. Ahem. Why should I have to spend my hard-earned money on a present for your brat? And for that matter, why should I care if she's shocked or upset? You know, I find it despicable that she thinks she can just waltz into my house and have me shower her with gifts.
So, if I'm understanding this right, it seems like you're saying you didn't get her anything because she's my daughter.
Goodness me, could it be? Is there a brain in that head of yours after all? Well done, Einstein. This is what you get for willfully disobeying me all the time. How many times have I told you to quit your job now? It's time you learned the meaning of respect. You clearly have no conception of the meaning of compromise.
Rachel, it's painfully obvious you hate me, and that's fine. But I'd appreciate it if you weren't mean to Elsa. She's your son's daughter too, you know? Me and Elsa are different people, and I preferred if you just forgot I existed when it came to dealing with her.
Sure, she might be half related to my son, but unfortunately for her, she's also half related to you. She's your spitting image. I can't think of a single positive thing to say about her that goes for both her personality and her looks. My Fiona's daughter is at least 1,000,000 times cuter than yours. I don't need any more grandchildren as long as I have Harriet.
Wow, I see. So what you're saying is that you have absolutely no intention of treating the two of them equally.
You say it like it's a bad thing. I have the freedom to like and dislike whatever and whoever the hell I please.
Sure, I can't deny that. Okay, understood. That's all I have to say on the matter.
I'm glad you finally see things my way. I'm impressed. I didn't think you had the intellectual capacity. You and your brat really are a royal pain in my backside. You should have seen it. It was embarrassing to watch. The moment Elsa realized she wasn't getting a present, she started tugging at her dad's shirt. Where's mine, Daddy? Did I do something wrong? Then eventually she got so upset she started crying and threw a tantrum in the middle of the living room for the whole family to see. She clearly inherited your low IQ and mental instability.
Maybe she did.
Oh no, you're not upset with me now, are you? I hope you'll stop corrupting her with your poisonous influence from now on, but something tells me that's not going to happen. Hey, Kayla, answer me.
What do you want?
You bought your parents a 2-family house?
Sure, I did. Why?
Todd's my eldest son. Where's mine? Why are you moving in with your parents? It's me you should be living with. Why are you having a 2-family house built for you and your parents to live in? It's not fair. Who's going to look after me? I'm no spring chicken anymore, you know.
Don't know, don't care. Our only priority is looking after my parents. Deal with it.
What did you just say? Are you forgetting that Todd's my eldest son?
I didn't forget anything. He's the one who said he wanted us to move in with my parents. I'm their only child, and they don't have anyone else to look after them.
What does that have to do with anything? You married my son, which means you belong to our family now. In spite of that, you have the nerve to treat me like a stranger and prioritize your own parents over me? You have this backwards.
This is unreal. You say I belong to your family, but you don't even acknowledge me as part of the family. You ignore my daughter and treat her like crap. You play favorites with her and Harriet and make sure she knows how much you don't like her. You said you could never love her for as long as you live because I'm her mother. Why in God's name would I want to have a house built for someone like that and move in with you? You're insane.
Because I'm your husband's mother, you little witch. You should show me the proper respect.
You think you deserve respect just because you happen to be Todd's mom. You couldn't be any more tragically deluded if you tried. You know, you clearly don't know Todd very well. He said he doesn't even see you as family, let alone his mother. As far as he's concerned, he doesn't have a mother. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't have a mother-in-law. You have no idea how hard I worked to try and win your approval. I was determined to make you see how committed I am to making Todd happy, but my efforts were for nothing. I realized all I was doing was stressing myself out and making life harder than it needed to be, so I'm done trying now.
The only reason I didn't acknowledge you is because you weren't trying hard enough. You don't know the meaning of hard work. Don't blame your failures on me.
I don't care if you don't like me. I'm a grown woman. I can take it. But I'll never forgive you for bullying my daughter. Seriously, is there a mother on this planet who turned a blind eye to their daughter being victimized like that? Who do you think you are comparing her to other kids and playing favorites like you did? Do you have any idea how you upset her? Things like that can stay with children for life, and now I have to undo the damage. Even if you did feel that way about her, why did you have to go out of your way to make sure she knew about it? Some things are better left unsaid.
Why, you little... You really are the cockiest, most disrespectful little shit I've ever met.
Thanks, Rachel. You're so charming. Call me what you like. Why would I care about the opinions of someone who hates me? You're hardly my favorite person in the world either.
Aha! And there we have it. Your true colors. How much of a fool do you have to make of me before you're satisfied? I know where I stand now. Fine, have it your way. I'm cutting you and your wretched family out of my life for good. Fiona and her family are all I need. My daughter would never, ever speak to me like you just did. She knows the meaning of respect.
Phew, what a relief. We don't want anything to do with you either, so we couldn't be more pleased to hear you say that.
My son made the mistake of his life when he put a ring on your finger. It's obvious Elsa's going to grow up emotionally stunted because she doesn't get the love she needs at home with you and Todd working such long hours. You should be arrested for neglect. You'll regret not listening to me one day, and when you do, I won't be around to help you. Yep, it's time for you to disappear from my life. God, it feels good to say that. Kayla, I need to talk to you.
Rachel, why are you messaging me? I told you to delete my number.
Surely you can spare me a few minutes? It's about Todd. I'm worried about him.
Why would you be worried about Todd?
Because he's living with you and your parents. I can't think of a more embarrassing, shameful existence. Is he okay?
It's a two-family house, so you can hardly call it living together in the way it's usually meant. We have our own kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms, everything. We even have separate front doors. We're more like neighbors. My parents value their privacy. Believe me, we all have plenty of space to ourselves. To be honest, other than being in a new house, our lives are barely any different to before.
Really? By the way, do you know what day it is today, dear?
I wonder. Go on, tell me.
It's my birthday.
It is? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, it is.
Is that it?
Yep.
My present hasn't arrived. Is there a problem with the delivery?
What present?
My birthday present? This is your mother-in-law's birthday we're talking about here, the most important day of the year. You usually send me a present every year. Why not this year?
Forgive me if this sounds rude, Rachel, but do you have dementia?
Excuse me? I can assure you I still have every last one of my marbles. How dare you be so disrespectful? Back in my day, you would have gotten the belt for this.
It's just that you seem to have totally forgotten what happened last month. We cut you out of our lives. Why are you coming at me with all this crap about a birthday present all of a sudden?
Because I'm your mother-in-law. I gave birth to your husband.
But we told you never to speak to us again. Do you struggle to comprehend basic English?
Of course not, you cheeky little cretin. Just because I cut you out of my life doesn't mean you don't have an obligation to fulfill your duties to me. I can't believe you didn't even send me a birthday present. Have you no sense of basic kindness? Did no one ever teach you to respect your elders?
I'm worrying that you think you deserve respect just because you happen to be old. Did no one ever teach you that what goes around comes around? If you want to be respected, how about you become someone worthy of respect? If you want people to be kind to you, how about you start being kind to others? It's really not rocket science. Bye. Never message me again.
Hold your horses. I'm not done speaking to you yet. Did you and Todd do something? Fiona and her husband stopped coming to see me. We usually celebrate my birthday together, but I haven't heard a peep out of them this year.
I'm sure they have their reasons.
Reasons? What's that supposed to mean?
Fiona told me you were pressuring her and her husband to move in with you so they could be your full-time carers.
So what if I did? I've been giving her and Harriet preferential treatment for longer than I can remember. The least they could do is move in with me in return. What's wrong with that?
Fiona never asked for preferential treatment.
Huh?
You know, Fiona's so nice it's hard to believe she's your daughter. Remember back when you used to make fun of me in front of everyone? Or when you got Harriet a New Year's gift but not Elsa? She sent me apology messages every time. She felt awful about the way you treated me. Not that she had anything to apologize for, but I appreciated the sentiment.
You're right. Why would my daughter apologize to you?
Probably because she's a decent human being. It's not that hard to imagine she'd feel bad seeing her own mom treat me so despicably. You know, she even warned me about you when me and Todd got married. I'm grateful, because I think your bullying would have stressed me out a lot more if I didn't have prior warning about you being rotten to the core. She even told you to back off and leave me alone, didn't she? She gave up when you ignored her every time, but it meant a lot to me that she tried. She apologized every time you said or did something horrible to me.
I didn't think I was doing anything wrong.
You can't actually mean that. I think you did it precisely because you wanted to hurt me. We're at wit's ends. We're at our wit's end with you, Rachel. All of us. Me, Todd, Elsa, Fiona, her husband Harriet. We're done.
You're done? What does that mean?
It means we're done being your family. Me and Todd already told you we never wanted to see or hear from you again. But it seems like you're pressuring Fiona and her husband to move in with you was the straw that broke the camel's back. And now they feel the exact same way.
But who's going to look after me if they don't move in with me?
Don't know, don't care. How many times do I have to tell you that's not our problem? Whoever ends up with the misfortune of looking after you, one thing's for sure, it's not going to be us.
No, why? Why are you doing this? My husband's gone, and now I'm all on my own in this house. How could my own children abandon me like this? I raised Todd and Fiona to be good, respectable adults, and this is how they repay me? I'm their mother. They should treat me with love and care, not like this. Oh my god. I feel like I've been stabbed in the back.
If you want to be treated with love and care, I suggest you start acting like someone who deserves it. There's no such thing as a free lunch. You treated me like crap ever since we met, and my daughter since the moment she was born. You made sure I was the only one who never got any food whenever we came over for family dinners. You treated me like I didn't exist. But you know what? I honestly couldn't care less about that. I always kind of understood why you were like that. I knew how much it bothered you that I always ignored your warnings when you told me to quit my job to be a full-time stay-at-home housewife for Todd.
Right, that's it. The only reason I did those things was to teach you a lesson. What was I supposed to do when you ignored everything I said?
But that doesn't justify what you did to my daughter. Elsa is innocent. You were awful to her. She came home in tears every time we went over to your house. She's in elementary school, for crying out loud. She hasn't forgotten the way you treated her. How many times you made her cry. All the awful things you said to her. You may as well be the devil as far as she's concerned. That's the real reason we want you out of our lives.
Listen, Kayla, the whole thing with the New Year's gifts was wrong of me, and I shouldn't have done that. I admit it, I went too far.
Your apologies are meaningless now. It's too little too late.
The only reason I was a little hard on you sometimes is because I didn't think you and Todd working all the time would be good for Elsa. In my mind, I was trying to help. I mean, think about it. It can't be good for a little girl to be away from her parents as much as she is. I was so worried she'd grow up emotionally stunted that I said and did things without thinking about the consequences. No matter what you say, you are still my daughter-in-law, you know. You have a duty to look after me.
You still don't seem to understand the gravity of your situation, Rachel. You're in no position to give me orders. Because you're not my family anymore. Or rather, you never were. You're the one who constantly refused to acknowledge me, who threw my efforts to win your acceptance back in my face at every opportunity, remember?
That's just not true, dear. I do accept you. I accept you as my daughter-in-law and a member of this family. There, that's what you wanted, isn't it?
Sure, wanted. Past tense. You need to understand that being your daughter-in-law doesn't make me your slave, and it doesn't mean I lose any right to my own decisions or opinions. Other than not quitting my job, I did pretty much everything you asked me to. Want to know why? Out of respect for you as my husband's mom. But Todd hates you now. He said you're not his mom anymore, and he never wants to see you again. Which means I have absolutely no reason to carry on tolerating you.
Oh my God, Kayla, please. I'm so sorry for everything. I want you to understand something. A part of me felt like my beloved son was being stolen away from me, and I think that might be why I lashed out. Won't you prove you're not trying to steal him by bringing him and Elsa over to see me? I'd love to have you all over. How about I cook us a nice roast? I admit what I did was wrong. Let me apologize to you all in person.
Like I said, too little, too late. You had ample opportunity to make things right, but all you did was double down on the bullshit. What you did to Elsa doesn't go away with an apology. I'll never forgive you for how you made my daughter feel.
But I'm truly sorry, Kayla. Can't you see how serious I am? I've done some soul-searching, and I feel terrible about the way I behaved. Won't you please consider my feelings for a moment? Surely you don't really intend to leave your aged mother-in-law all on her own? You're just trying to give me a fright so I can change my ways, right? Well, it worked. You can stop now. I'll change, I swear.
You only have yourself to blame for being on your own. It's funny, you told me I end up regretting my attitude towards you, but the only one filled with regret is you. The universe has a funny way of correcting things. Me and Todd couldn't be happier together without you. Yep, it's time for you to disappear from our lives. God, it feels good to say that. With that being my mother-in-law's new life of loneliness, isolation, despair, Fiona and her husband declared a severing of ties at the same time we did. So it's no exaggeration to say Rachel literally doesn't have a single person left in the world to rely on. Later on, she told me the only reason she tolerated her mom's shenanigans for so long was because she felt an obligation towards her as her daughter, and because she felt bad for her because she lived on her own after her dad passed away. But her patience reached its limits when she started demanding her and her husband become the full-time live-in carers. Apparently, she even tried applying for a loan to have a two-family house built behind their backs. I didn't know at the time, but apparently things came to a head between Fiona and her mom when she found out about the loan. And they had an argument to end all arguments. Legend has it the yelling could be heard 3 blocks away. It probably goes without saying, but life is a whole lot more stress-free for Fiona and her husband without the mother from hell in their lives. Me and my husband discussed the issue to death while things were still ongoing, but no matter how much we wanted to reach some kind of amicable solution, we had to accept it was impossible because of Rachel's toxic personality. No good No good comes from a relationship with someone who only cares about themselves. I doubt I'll ever see my mother-in-law again, and I don't even plan on going to her funeral. As for Elsa, she loves living with her grandparents. They spoil her rotten and think the world of her. It was so nice to see her go back to her old self after she stopped having anything to do with her other, less pleasant grandma. We're all having a blast, and we've never been happier. What could be better than being surrounded by the love of your family? There are no more negative influences in Elsa's life now. Between the guidance of my amazing, hardworking husband, who so kindly agreed to move in with my parents, and my mom and dad, who are the most thoughtful people I know, she's growing up to be a bright, cheerful, kind, compassionate young lady, and I couldn't be more proud of her. It's important to let those you love know you appreciate them, and I intend to do just that. Here's to a future filled with laughter and amazing memories.
Hey, Jerome. I'm not feeling too good today. Do you think it'd be best if I went to the hospital for this?
You're not feeling well? I'm sorry to hear that. What's hurting or not feeling right?
For some reason, I've been feeling pretty weak. I've had days where I feel sleepy, and I just don't have it in me to do anything. At first I thought it was just to the atmospheric pressure changes and such, but I don't think it has anything to do with that anymore. If it were that, I'd at least still have a migraine right now and everything, but now it's just a normal headache.
You're carrying a baby right now, so there'll be times where you feel fatigued. Make sure you eat a balanced meal enough for the two of you.
But I've had pretty bad headaches as well. That's not going away. I'm just worried this could all be affecting the baby in some way. What do you think I should do, Jerome?
Well, for starters, try sleeping a bit more. I've noticed that you stay up pretty late watching TV, so maybe you should just sleep in a bit.
I've been sleeping a lot, though. I know that at times I'm awake later than you, but I make sure to at least stay in bed until around 9 or 10 in the morning.
Also, even though you're pregnant, you still act as though you can do whatever you want to yourself. I think that your body is a lot weaker by just having to carry another human. So maybe just stay home more often, instead of overdoing it by always being up and moving around.
But I'm not overdoing it. And when I go out, I make sure to wear enough clothes to keep myself warm so that I won't catch anything like a cold. I may be in a skirt sometimes, but I make sure to wear thick leggings underneath.
But I'm saying that just by being pregnant, your body will make you have to care for it more. Perhaps you should be taking things slower and keeping yourself very wrapped up. Even think about starting to drink warm water in the morning. Get your system to start up a bit better and be ready for the day.
But I don't feel cold when I'm up and moving. I've always felt hot even when I'm not carrying a baby, so I'd like to at least cool off a little.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe that's what's causing you to feel bad. Maybe it's better that for the time being, you stay home and stop going out when it's cold. If you don't take care of yourself enough while pregnant, you're gonna keep feeling sick.
But I've been watching myself. I've been sleeping in as much as I can. I've been eating pretty well, and I've gotten staying warm while I go out and about. Why do you seem to not understand me, Jerome?
It's not that I don't understand you, but I'm just very busy with work right now and don't have the time to sit here going through every small thing that could be making you feel bad.
Are you kidding me? I just wanted to let you know that I'm not doing too well, and whether I should go to the doctors or not. Why would you say that you don't have time to answer that one thing for me?
Well, if you really do feel bad enough, then go to the hospital and get it checked out. It's not like our insurance is gonna go up when you've seen the doctors once, will it? I just wanted to make sure you actually felt that bad, though, before making such a big deal out of it. And you're an adult, too, so don't even feel that you have to ask me if you should go or not. If you don't feel good enough and are worried, just go.
Jerome, recently you've been a bit harsh to me. Before you used to be so kind to me, yet now you seem to always be stressed about anything I do. What happened?
Well, let me think.
Hey, come on, tell me. Did I do something wrong? If I did anything to upset you recently, I want to know about it so that I can apologize to you. I hate having to sit and wait around, not knowing what's going on because you're too selfish and upset to tell me.
You just asking that is a bit of a pain.
Huh? Why though? I have no idea what you want. Tell me what's going on with you. Don't just sit there acting like an upset child. You already know that me carrying a baby is messing up my hormones, so you should try to understand that I can't control my emotions well enough anymore.
I don't want to talk anymore. I'm getting pissed off just reading these texts from you.
Do you think you could at least come with me to the hospital? I don't want to have to leave all by myself right now.
Why would I go? Go there by yourself. You're able to get yourself out of the house all the time, so why is the hospital any different?
Are you not worried about my health at all? Are you not even worried about your baby's health right now? Aren't you being a jerk right now?
I'm not gonna say it again.
Why are you acting like this towards me right now, Jerome? Don't you see that the baby inside me right now is mine and yours? You're acting like it's not even your problem anymore.
You think so? Say whatever you want, I guess. I don't have time for you to make a choice.
We're going to become parents very soon. We're going to have to work together to make sure we raise our baby properly. So if you have something that's bothering you right now, you have to tell me so that we can make things right. If things keep going the way they are now between us, I'll feel so bad for the baby.
You want to make things right? I don't think you're hearing what I have to say about you will make things right.
Well, I do. How about today, when you get home, we discuss all of this in person? I want to make a time for us to just sit down and chat about this. And I promise that no matter what you tell me, I'll remain calm and work on making things better for our future.
I'm not gonna be home until later tonight, so that won't work.
But recently you've always been coming home late night.
I'm working overtime.
Are you sure that you're actually working though? You seemed a bit strange lately. I don't know. It's just like you're not the fun and vibrant Jerome I married.
Ugh, think whatever you'd like about me. Either way, I'm busy right now, so you go run off to the hospital on your own.
But I want you to come with me. Are you really just going to leave me with a cold shoulder?
You're being rude by constantly texting me when I have a lot of work to get done.
You're being the worst. And to think that I've been wanting to make a warm family for our baby when they come. Why the heck has this happened? I never once tried to hurt you so badly that you'd act this way towards me. After going to the hospital to get tested, I've been told that I needed to be admitted. They said for a little while, I'll have to remain here so that they can run even more tests and to watch and make sure that the baby remains okay. I knew that there was something bad going on with my body. Why couldn't you have just listened to me about it? That's it?
Well, just take things easy, I guess. At least you're at the hospital now, so that's a load off my back.
Well, you could at least be a bit more worried about me. Acting like you're fine with what's happening is wrong. Why do you think it's okay to be careless with me?
Why would I still need to worry about you? Is what's going on with you right now gonna kill you? Because if it is, then that's another thing, and I might think about coming.
I don't think it's bad right now, but they are saying that they need me to stay in the hospital to keep their eyes on me. So that means I'm not doing as okay as you think. Especially when all the tests haven't been done yet.
But I think you being in their hands now is a whole lot better. So is there a reason for me to still be worried about you? You have specialists right there with you that can worry for you. And if something serious does happen, they'll call me and let me know if it's worth worrying about as well.
But if your wife's in the hospital, isn't it normal for you to come in and see her at least once? And I'm also pregnant at the moment with our baby, Jerome. Don't you feel anything at all for either one of us?
Well, I suppose you could say we aren't just any old couple though, Nancy.
What? They're saying I have to be here for 3 days. Are you going to come and see me at all?
I will not.
What? So you're not even going to come in and see me? I won't be home for 3 days, Jerome.
It's just 3 days, Jesus. You can make it 3 days by yourself, right?
Come on, Jerome. There's no way you can have that kind of horrifying attitude about me.
Me going to the hospital to see you won't change anything, right? I'm not even a doctor or anything.
Who cares whether you are or not? That's not the problem at hand right now. Do you even love me anymore?
I wonder about that. Well, if I had to be blunt, I'd have to say that I don't really know anymore.
Are you kidding me? Now I'm pissed. I'm going to talk with my mom about how laid back you're acting about this.
Do whatever you'd like, Nancy. I'm sure even she won't be that upset.
You think so, huh? My mom is not only really scary, but she also makes sure you understand when you're wrong. You better be ready when she comes for you. And I won't promise that I'll be behind you to calm her down.
I heard all about you from my daughter.
What the hell are you trying to do right now?
Hello, Miranda. What all exactly did my wife end up telling you?
She is crying right now. She told me that you're being a jerk and that you won't even come to see her in the hospital.
She's even crying now. She really has gone and thrown a fit about all of this.
You're the one that made her start to cry, you idiot. I feel really bad for her right now. You better get your butt to the hospital right now and see her.
No, thank you.
Jerome, you'd better quit all this messing around bullcrap right now. If you can't take this serious, then I'm going to question your ability to be my daughter's husband and her baby's father.
Well, then I'll just leave the two of them.
I don't even want to understand what you just said.
I'm saying if you don't like me here, then I'll be okay with divorcing her. Then I'll no longer have to impress you as her husband, right?
What is wrong with you, Jerome? This can't possibly mean that you're doing something sly behind our backs, right? I've heard all about you over the past few weeks from Nancy. She says that you've been staying out late for work every day.
Do you think that I'm cheating on her? Please don't say such needless crap.
Then why have you changed all of a sudden and started treating my daughter like crap? Does this mean you have yourself a new lady friend that you've been spending time with?
The other way around. The other way! I'm not the one that's been sly behind my back. The one doing that would be your daughter. And on top of that, she was able to keep it all a secret from you as well.
What the hell are you talking about? Don't try and push all the blame onto Nancy now.
I have a very good reason for never coming home early from work anymore. And I have someone that can cover for me.
Someone to cover for you?
I'll let you know something about her. Your daughter goes out quite a lot. Normally, I wouldn't question where my wife is going all the time, but...
That's just her going out to hang with her friends and such.
Then why would I have someone to cover for me on that? Do you really think your daughter has enough people to go out with and to always have dinner with all the time?
What are you trying to say?
Last month, your daughter and her friend went to a spa together. Do you know about that?
I know she went out, yes. She was with one of her friends that she made in high school, right?
And that's the thing. She should have gone with that friend to the spa and all. But that friend is in Europe right now. And they haven't been in the US for the past 3 months.
Huh?
Also, ever since your daughter became pregnant, she's been going out more than before. When I'm at work or gonna get tasks done, she will sneak out. Don't you find that a little strange?
How would you know that she's going out all the time when you're not home?
I put a camera up in the house.
A camera?
I began to wonder when she was sneaking out of the house and where she planned on going. And that's why I began to look into things a bit closer.
And what the hell has she been up to?
Tomorrow I plan to come see you. If you're fine with that, me and you can talk about this together. Then we can go see what she's been up to together.
Huh? Together?
Your daughter has been going somewhere to meet someone every time she's out. If you're able to understand that for yourself, then you'll be able to sympathize with me on this.
Mom, can you come and see me in the hospital today? Nobody has come to see me yet, and I'm getting lonely. Not even Jerome is planning to come see me today. Isn't he the worst?
I think you're a lot worse than I am.
Huh? Mom? This is you, right?
This would be Jerome.
Jerome? What? This is my mom's number, isn't it?
It sure is. But there's no way you're calling me the worst right now. Why exactly are you trying to make yourself look like the victim?
Why are you replying to me and not my mom? You shouldn't be using my mom's phone, right?
Well, right now I'm with your mom. And just a second ago, her and I met with someone very important.
Why would you and my mom be with one another right now? You guys never said anything to me about meeting up, especially when you haven't even come to see me yet, dear.
I'd invited her out with me. Your mom was wondering if I was cheating on you or not, so I wanted to prove her wrong. And I also planned to show her what you've been doing, so I brought her out with me to give her the best evidence I had.
Why are you acting like I've been doing something wrong? I haven't even done anything, Jerome.
Don't try and play stupid with me.
I don't get what you mean. You're the one that's been messing with me, right? And now even I'm starting to think that you've been cheating on me.
And what made you think that I've been the one cheating on you?
Because you've been coming home late all the time. And you started to act like you don't love me anymore.
The reason I've been making it home later is because I've been meeting with someone.
And that's a woman you're meeting with, right?
What kind of woman do you think I'll be meeting? The people that I've been meeting with have been my lawyer and an investigator.
An investigator?
I've only had time to meet them on my way home from work, so that's why I'd never be home until after 8 p.m.
Why are you meeting with them?
Well, that would be because I'm having them investigate you.
What?
In your case, you're always going out on your own, right? Where the hell have you been going?
I've told you every time that I'm going out to meet someone.
But have you really been meeting those people that you tell me you're gonna see? The person that you told me you've been meeting me most isn't even in the US anymore.
Huh?
Also, Nancy, you've been trying your best to hide when you go out, right?
I've not been trying to hide anything.
Ugh. Actually, I've had a camera in our house installed for the past few months. I knew of every time you left that house while I wasn't around.
A camera? When did you happen to put one of those in?
I then had my investigator go out and find out where you'd head off to all the time. And now, I know everything about you. You've been frequenting another man every time you go out.
He's just a casual friend.
So you just take a casual male friend of yours to the hotel all the time around lunchtime.
You know about that as well?
I told you that I've looked into everything with you. No matter how you try and change the story, I have evidence. And I know that you have in fact been going out with another man. In other words, you've been cheating on me.
Did you meet with him?
Yep, I was just with him a second ago.
When you went out with my mom? You seriously brought her with you to go meet him?
You're a freaking disgrace of a daughter. Why the hell would you do something so vile?
Mom?
You have no right making yourself out as a victim when you've been the one cheating on your husband. And now I'm starting to really wonder if that baby inside you is really Jerome's or not.
Stop that! This baby is Jerome's.
Well, I've already heard more than enough from your secret man. No matter how you try to hide things from me and Jerome, we already had a whole breakdown of everything from him. The reason you started to feel unwell is because even though you've been pregnant, you go out with him and sleep together to pass the time.
You're wrong, Mom. Please, listen to me. But first, can we all calm down a little?
I'm not wrong about diddly squat. You even kept all of this hidden from your own mother. I had trusted everything you told me, and you made me look like a fool in front of Jerome with everything I yelled at him about. You've embarrassed me for the last time.
That man and me have only been with each other for a little bit, and we plan to break things off here real soon. I never thought you both doubt me enough to look into it.
And what do you think that means to us? Do you think you could finish things with him before the baby was born? What does that mean? You've been cheating on Jerome, and it doesn't matter how long you plan to do it for.
I know that, but...
I don't want to hear any more excuses out of you, Missy. You're going to have to pay for this now, and there's not a dang thing you can do about it.
Are you not going to side with me on this, Mom?
I don't even want to be around you anymore.
Why not? Please just listen to me, Mom. Siding with that jerk is not fair. Mom?
Sorry about that, Nancy. I guess you'll have to talk with me again. Your mom has just told something you want to hear, and that's that she will no longer talk to you. And it seems that the man you were with has said goodbye to you as well.
What did you guys talk about?
Did you know that he's married as well? You're gonna have to pay some major settlements, and I'm gonna make sure to hand in all the evidence. He told me he had tried his best to hide this relation between you two, but his wife soon found out as well.
That prick. Does he think he can just run away from me now?
Well, he seemed like the kind of guy to do that to someone he had no feelings for. I honestly didn't think he'd be able to say goodbye that quickly. Anywho, I'm gonna make sure you pay up for everything you've done this far.
Wait, are you planning to leave me too?
I've been planning on a divorce for a while now.
And that's why you've been so cold to me? You knew that I was cheating on you?
You know the reason why I was so cold to you. Why wouldn't I be that way after you hid all this from me, and even try to blame me? I was so dumb with you, and yet you still try to play dumb by having your mom get involved.
What are we going to do about the baby? It seems like you still doubt it being your baby. I'm sure that this is your baby, Jerome.
Well, if it does turn out to be mine, I'll take it. But I have a very good suspicion that this is in fact not mine. When I learned about how long you and that other guy had been sleeping together for, I knew I couldn't trust it. Well, once we get a test run on the baby, we'll know for sure, though.
Are you sure? If it does turn out to be your baby, you'll take it?
But if that does turn out to be the case, you're gonna have to pay child support. I'll make sure to not only get my settlement money from you, but that you continue to pay up every month for the baby.
But if I do that, I won't have any money for myself.
Well, this is on you, so there's nothing else you can do. No matter whose baby it even ends up being, you're still gonna be stuck paying a lot of money. That's the reward you asked for by cheating on me.
If you understand that I don't have the money, though, why do you keep asking for me?
Understand what you've done, and that's why I won't go easy on you. Literally, the moment I knew you'd been cheating on me, I made sure that I'd get my revenge.
Please, don't say such scary things like that. Give me.
I'm so looking forward to when you get out of that hospital. I'll have my lawyer get in touch with you, and the next time we meet, we can all have a wonderful discussion about all of this. You said you wanted to talk about this all in person, right? You should be happy I've agreed to. After that, we immediately made sure to do a DNA test on her baby. Of course, that baby ended up not being mine in the end. Not only would she be paying the settlement I asked for, but she'd be stuck with that baby on her own. Luckily enough, she did end up paying everything I asked for in one payment, but that was only thanks to her borrowing a large amount of money from the bank and putting herself into a hole. Of course, she wouldn't be getting any help from the man that decided to help her make that baby either, so she was on her own for everything. Nancy was able to have a safe birth, but things would begin to get rough after that. Well, none of that has anything to do with me though, so her and I haven't talked to each other since. But there was one day that I got a text from my mom asking me if I knew where her daughter had gone. Apparently, she left with her baby and ran away to hide. And naturally, I had no idea where that idiot could have gone off to. So then, things between me and her mom had ended there. I'm sure that things ended up with Miranda having to care for the baby, while Nancy was never heard from again. That's until at least a month had passed, and there was some news about her on the TV. She had apparently ran away, out of state to go chase down that man she'd been sleeping with while married to me. She was able to find where he was living, and broke in, threatening him for leaving her to deal with me all by herself or something like that. In the end, though, it turns out that he was not that sane either about what happened, and beat her senseless for breaking in before the police arrived and arrested them both. I'm sure her mom has heard the news of this, but I doubt she's ever gonna bail her out of jail for what she'd done, and it would only be more of a pain having Nancy back at home. As for me, I left the big city and moved into the countryside where I took over the work of my parents. I think life's much better now, having the comfort of nature and my family again.